welcome back to the 4th season of Who Wants Money? In this game show, we will ask our participants questions about a specific topic, and whoever gets the most correct will win today's prize bundle. It may be a car, it may be a house, it may be a trip to Disneyland. Now, let's meet our contestants. The name's NJ Drizzle. I stay up every single night and day reading BuzzFeed and Wikipedia articles on every single thing possible. Greetings everybody. I'd like you to address me by my birth name, Nerdaj. I actually like to play basketball. Hi y'all, my name is Naranja. I am 27 years old. I live in the city of Arkansas in the state of Texas. Here's a picture of my beautiful city. Wow, we have some very interesting contestants today. Now, let's see what our topic will be on today's show of Who Wants Money after a short commercial break. Today's topic will be on holoprosencephaly, aka HPE, a genetic disorder. Let's watch a short video about an organization helping children and their parents with this disorder.
And then we went to Primary Children's. They found that he had a condition called, short is HPE, that's holoprosencephaly. They're like, hey, we're going to let kids on the move know about you guys, and they come to your home and all this stuff. So we're like, okay, that'll be great. Anyways, and so they did, and they have, and that's probably been one huge benefit is them coming to our home, because so many doctor's appointments, and we love Primary Children's Hospital, and it's amazing, but it's not right down the street, and it's a lot of work.
Kids on the Move is a great organization helping children with HPE. They're helping parents take care of their children with this disorder. A percentage of the money made tonight will be donated to Kodam. As if I already wasn't paid enough. Alright contestants, remember, you can only buzz in after the question is read, try not to break the system, and don't be nervous. Now, let's begin. First question, who discovered HPE and where? Yes, Naranja. HPE was proved to be a genetic disorder in 1839 by Dr. Arellano in Texas. He discovered it when he was conducting an autopsy on a victim with the disorder. He then went on to publish a paper on the disorder, which became the first paper on HPE in the entire world. Even though there were many cases of it in the past, he was the only one who was able to back it up with proof and write a paper on it, which became the first paper on it that was accepted in the scientific world. That is correct. 5 points to Naranja. Good job. Your next question is, what type of disorder is HPE? What chromosome is it found on? And how is it inherited? Yes, Nerdaj. True. No. False. Yeah, false. I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. Yes, NJ Drizzle. Hopefully you'll give a valid answer. Well, you see, people have HPE when there are 3 copies of chromosome 13 instead of 2. This is also known as trisomy 13, which means there are 3 copies of chromosome 13. It can be inherited when a change in each copy of a cell in a gene occurs, which thereby creates another chromosome 13. Here's a picture of the karyotype of chromosome 13 and where it's found, where HPE is found on the karyotype. That is correct, and digital. 5 points to you as well. Let's move on to the next question. What are the symptoms and effects of a subdivision of the disorder alobar holoprosencephaly? Yes, Nerdaj. B. No, that is also incorrect. It is not multiple choice. Yes, Andrew Drizzle. You see, Mr. Roast, in this type of HPE, a complete failure of the brain occurs. And instead of separating into 2 hemispheres like the normal brain, in this type, there's only 1 whole monoventricle, or 1 whole of the brain. A person with this type of HPE may have Cyclopia, one whole eye, and proboscis, a tube-shaped nose, or anophthalmia, the absence of eyes, and finally, ethmocephaly, really closely spaced eyes. That is correct again. 5 points to you, Mr. Drizzle. You're on a roll. Your next question is, what are the symptoms and effects of another subdivision of the disorder, semilobar holoprosencephaly? Yes, Nerdaj. No, bro. That was an accident. My bad. Yes, Naranja. So you see, in this type of holoprosencephaly, the left hemisphere of the brain is fused to the areas of the right hemisphere known as the partial and the frontal lobes. The interhemispheric fissure, or the line that divides the two hemispheres in the normal brain, is only present in the back of the brain for this type of HPE. A person with this type of holoprosencephaly may have microphthalmia, really small eyes, anophthalmia, no eyes, cleft lip that is in the middle, one nostril, or a tube-shaped nose. Am I right? Yes, that is correct. 5 points to you, Naranja. Your next question is, how can a doctor diagnose a person with HPE? Yes, Nerdaj. The doctors, huh? What? They just do it. No, they do not just do it. And J. Drizzle? Well, it's actually very hard for doctors to make a diagnosis for this very rare genetic disorder, but they can use things like a person's medical history, their symptoms, physical exams, and also the laboratory test results to make a diagnosis for this genetic disorder. That is correct, NJ Drizzle. 5 points to you. Next question. Give a prognosis of HPE. Yes, Naranja. Well, this would depend on the type of HPE. Those with lobar or semi-lobar HPE that don't have any big changes in other organs can live up to 12 months. Alobar HPE is the most severe type of HPE. People with this type are mostly stillbirth, which means that they die before they are born. They may also die soon after birth, at most 6 months, but some who are very lucky and aren't deeply infected by alobar HPE can live past 12 months. Yes, Naranja, that is correct. 5 points to you. We are moving on to our final question. The score is tied between two of our contestants. And let's not talk about the other one because I'm going to have to take another Tylenol if we do. Whoever answers this question correct will take home today's prize bundle. Now, let's get on to the question. What is the cure for HPE? Yes, Nerdaj? No. Wait. That's correct. There is no cure. You got something correct. Oh my god. It's your first answer correct for the whole day. And probably the rest of the day too. But still, you got something correct. Wow. Okay, 5 points to you, Nerdaj. Good job. Okay, so since it's still tied, we're gonna have to go. Wait. I got the last one right. And you said whoever got the last question correct would take home the prize, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new winner. Nerdaj, you've just won a MacBook Pro, 3 Xbox games, and a drone.